Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today, my friends, we are jumping back into the world of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Yes, it is officially here. I cannot be more excited, and today, we're pretty much going over all the major things that you as a player need to know about Cold War in general. This includes things like some general tips for when you're jumping on as a brand new player, some basic knowledge when it comes to content and what to expect there, and plenty of other things like that. So if you enjoy the video at any point as we go through everything, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new to the channel, or if you're watching and you're not already subscribed, we are on the road to 700,000 subscribers. So if you want to stay up to date with pretty much everything going on in COD, this is the place to be. So feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. Also, tomorrow, my official G Fuel Shaker Cup is launching for everyone. It is going to be a limited edition drop, so if you want to make sure you grab one, you can actually sign up for early access to the shaker and join the waitlist right now, and that link will be down in the description below. So, getting right into the major stuff you should expect going into Cold War, I guess let's start first with a few basic tips to utilize when you're jumping into gameplay. For starters here, by far the quickest and also the easiest way to gain more XP is to factor in those objectives, because playing the OBJ is actually going to give you a bigger bonus whenever you end up getting a kill. So instead of just getting that XP that you would normally get for getting that one kill by itself, you get that, plus you also get the additional XP of getting that kill while on an objective. So that sort of really incentivizes jumping onto flags or into hardpoints to really maximize your XP gain per game. It's also really important to take full advantage of the gunsmith when creating classes, because now it is more detailed than ever before, and you get things like the exact specifics when it comes to things like the range and the speed of the weapon and all sorts of various things like that. The detailed gunsmith is honestly one of the biggest improvements that we have when it comes to shared mechanics between Cold War and Modern Warfare, so be sure to take advantage of that. Then you definitely want to learn the recoil patterns for weapons as well. Just like in Modern Warfare, we do have a predictive recoil system in Cold War, which means every single time you go to fire a weapon, it's going to behave nearly identical to the last time you shot it. So it's very, very easy to figure out where a weapon is going to kick because of the recoil, and in turn, you can pretty much counter that every single time you go to engage with really any weapon in the game. Now, the vast majority of the key things you want to know actually stem from Treyarch's Launch Edition blog post, in which they detail an absolute ton of changes and upgrades they're implementing alongside the launch of Cold War. So obviously, first and foremost, we are going to have all the modes that we saw back in the beta, so TDM, Domination, Hardpoint, Kill Confirmed, all that is still going to be there. But then we're also getting things like Search and Destroy and Free-for-all and plenty of hardcore modes too. For instance, TDM, Domination, S&D, FFA, and then also Kill Confirmed as well. We also have the brand new Fireteam Dirty Bomb mode, which is kind of like Plunder, Ground War for Modern Warfare, and then also Warzone combined into one singular mode. And there's quite a few things they actually changed here, including the additions of ammo caches, rappel lines on the Alpine map. Players can now equip armor when sprinting. That to me is a huge upgrade. Super annoying that wasn't a thing back in the beta, so I'm glad that's here now. Also, auto deploy is now turned on. Downed players and the players reviving a downed player are going to be locked in place. That way the revive doesn't get canceled for any reason. You can actually call for help when you're downed. So now you're pretty much literally the grandma from the Life Alert commercials, so can't wait to see those cosplays happening in game. They also added support for bashing a door when sprinting next to one. They added support for squad wipe respawn delays, and they adjusted the objective placements too. Then for the dirty bombs specifically, like the actual radiation bombs, there's now a display when arming the charge. You'll be able to see how many teammates are actually helping you arm it. They improved the radiation visuals on the map, and they changed the line of safety when inside of a radiation zone. For the loot in Dirty Bomb, they actually added a radiation vest, which is, I would say, basically just like a gas mask from Warzone. Here you can actually prevent taking damage while inside of the radiation if you have that vest on. They also added the combat bow, the VTOL, the cruise missile, and the gunship to the loot pool. It'll be pretty interesting to see how those actually work. I will say I am kind of worried about the gunship, not gonna lie. However, at the same time, they also reduced the spawn rates to the higher end score streaks, so things like the gunship won't be nearly as common. Then for the vehicles in Dirty Bomb, they actually reduced the frequency of the hind spawn, they adjusted vehicle drop timing, and they changed the damage indicators for them as well. They also upgraded the ping ability to make it easier to ping in pretty much every single situation possible. They adjusted the fire team cutscene, they added an outro scene for fire team, and kill cams and best plays will now prioritize downs instead of cleanups. Then they also made several bug fixes too. I'll just go ahead and throw those up on screen right now in case you want to check out those in full detail. You can just go ahead and pause the video. Then same deal with the VIP escort changes and the single change to the combined arms mode, which are a bit smaller in scale compared to what's coming up next. So with the launch of Cold War, they actually added in some brand new weapon tuning and actual weapons too, including the FFAR assault rifle, the Bullfrog SMG, the M60 LMG, the DMR TAC rifle, the M79 special launcher, and even more. Then for the weapon balancing and tuning, here they actually tuned all the assault rifles' performance to be closer with the Krig 6 and the XM4 from the beta. Then they also increased the AK-47's recoil. They reduced the SMG's effectiveness at longer ranges, they increased the LMG damage output, but also increased the ADS times. On the snipers, they adjusted the aim assist some more, they increased the ADS times, and the sniper glint is now going to appear more as well. On the pistols, they decreased the burst fire pistol accuracy for hip firing, and they reduced the burst range overall. On the shotguns, they reduced the semi-auto fire rate. On the launchers, they increased the inner damage, and on the knife, they actually reduced the sprinting speed. Now, alongside all of that, they also made some minor adjustments to the aim assist feature in general to make it feel a bit better, and they updated quite a few attachments too, which you can see on the screen now. Also, the max weapon level on primaries is now 55 instead of the previous 40, so there's going to be even more grinding for each primary in the full game. Now, some pretty interesting changes were also made to the movement. This, of course, has been a very hot topic really ever since the alpha and the beta debuted, and now they actually shortened the slide distance, they reduced the slide speed, ending a sprint to fire is now faster than sliding to fire, and they also increased the mantling speeds wherever possible. They also added in some brand new score streaks with a launch day update, including the combat bow, armor, which I'm pretty sure is just like the ballistic vest from MW3, alongside the care package, the cruise missile, the VTOL, and finally the gunship. On top of that, they made it so that you can actually get bigger bonuses for 10 and 15 kill streaks as well, so that way those feel a bit more rewarding. And they also did some score streak tuning and adjusted the UI for the game alongside a handful of other smaller updates, all of which you can see on the screen right now. Then for the spawns, they actually adjusted those across all modes, and enemies and gunboats can no longer spawn trap in combined arms. For the perks, they adjusted Flak Jacket a bit by reducing the damage reduction by 5%, and they also updated the Paranoia sound alert. Now they also added in several new features with the launch, including the military ranks up to rank 55, the brand new seasonal prestige system, new challenges for the core 3 modes, new camos and other customization options. They added a combat record, theater support, which I am so excited about, then also support for bots, weapon inspect, and finishing moves too. Then finally, they made some updates to the in-game audio. Here they polished the volumes for audio in general, and then they also added some additional sound improvements for the maps. They improved footstep, hit marker, and then also damage feedback sounds. They polished the acoustics, they added a music player, and finally they added in some new audio mix presets. So yeah, that is pretty much everything you need to know about Black Ops Cold War as we all jump on day 1 of the game, and that's gonna wrap things up for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new to the channel, if you want to stay up to date with pretty much everything going on in COD, between news, intel updates, all that good stuff, this is the place to be, so feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. Once again, and as always, thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.